Today's review is on the infamous 2008 Honda CBR600RR. I've read so much about this bike and heard so much about it. The journalists love it. They say that it handles exceptional. It looks stunning. I mean, if you could see the detail in this graffiti paint scheme, it's really, really breathtaking. And this bike has a couple aftermarket parts on it, such as carbon fiber, fender, and a few other items, levers, and it also has a custom exhaust. But I'm going to ride this bike and give you my impression of it. I'm pretty excited to finally get my hands on one and take it for a spin. So stay tuned. Now, I haven't ridden a 600cc motorcycle in many, many years. But when I get on this 600 CBR/RR, I feel right at home. The tank is nicely positioned and it fits my legs really well. I'm 6'3", 240 pounds, and I'm comfortable on this motorcycle. Even though it's a 600, I still feel very comfortable on it. When I sit back in a racing position and I tuck, it's got a good position for tucking. And the back of my buttocks there fits nicely against the rear fairing. So I am really, really impressed with this bike as far as comfort right now. I am getting ready to take it through my normal proving grounds for where I test motorcycles, the metro parks, and see how it handles on some twisty roads. And hopefully I'll get there before dark. So we'll see how that goes. One of the first things I noticed is that although it's a 600, it still has great power for entering the highway on-ramps and exit ramps. The power's there. It's delivered when you need it. Now this bike is fitted with a power commander and an aftermarket exhaust. And the tune that's on this particular bike seems to be working well. Right now I'm cruising at about 80 miles an hour and the bike feels solid. But granted, this bike only has 6,900 miles on it, but it still feels solid. And now we're going to see how this bike can corner. Wow, I was just able to roll through this corner with no problem. Wow. It handles well. Trust me, it handles very well. It handles so well that my chase bike, which happens to be a BMW HP4, had a little difficulty keeping up with me back there. How's that for a 600RR? We're going to see how this bike handles on some twisty roads. It takes the bumps well. I'm rolling right now in third gear, and the power delivery is very linear, and it's available. Wow. I don't know if I'm able to take that corner at 90 miles an hour on my leader bikes. But I tell you, it feels great doing it on this bike. Who said 600cc motorcycles aren't fun, huh? They're tons of fun. Like a Ginsu knife. Wow. I need one of these bikes in my life. For the track and for these twisty roads. Wow. I am impressed, if you can't tell. I'm gonna wait for my HP4 chase bike to hopefully come down the road here, and then we're going to continue on. There he is. You know, I'd like to test ride maybe the Triumph 675R to compare it against this motorcycle. But for right now, I'm impressed. The Honda CBR600RR has really lived up to what all the moto journalists have raved about over the years. The handling, the comfort, the power delivery, everything is there as promised. So we know that it handles well, we know that it's comfortable. The brakes are very nice on this bike as well. They bring the bike and myself to a halt very nicely and very quickly. But I must continue to rave on the handling of this motorcycle. I mean, I'm just taking corners. To have this much enjoyment on a 600cc motorcycle. I mean, this is an entry-level bike, and it's still delivering all the punch and excitement and panache of the more expensive 1000cc bikes. So now I'm cruising on the highway in 6th gear at 73 miles an hour or so. The bike is very comfortable.